I came across this video of a woman who was scolding, lambasting valet parking attendants, and the internet has already made up their mind. And the reason why is because they caught her in 4K, unlike the Bigfoot who's not good behind the camera. Now, the reason why I wanted to discuss this is because I really have no idea who's telling the truth. When I was watching that video, I was like, okay, it's pretty clear. But then when she made a response video, she came out with a serious allegation that I think that we should all dissect. So let's go ahead and watch the video.
You're a wetback.
What else?
Got it? Wetback.
What else?
Trump is doing good things. You guys people.
Yeah.
You guys can kill people.
Right?
Take your $50 and suck dick. Give me your my change. I'm rich, you're poor. Difference.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Boss girl all the way. Tell them how when you were a kid, losers would play tag or freeze tag while rich kids like you would play price tag.
You're a poor soul.
Yep, poor.
You're a poor soul.
Dá a chave dela,
Deixa a chave dela, deixa a chave. Não, joga o carro dela lá na casa do
You
cara.
wanna record me, bitch? Wanna record me? Shut the f up. I didn't touch you. Bitch, shut the f up. Give me my keys.
Just give her.
Get the f out my f***ing.
You can see that she left jabbed the cameraman with the attitude of a right hook and temporarily disabled the cameraman. But after it picked up, it just completely cuts off. Now, the question behind this is what happened? Well, thankfully, we have such a reliable source. As a matter of fact, people cite her on a Wikipedia page. Actually, no, they don't, but it should tell you something about her reliability.
I'm really tired of the DMs and the comments. I left my house yesterday in PJs, as you can tell, looking crazy. And when I was walking out of a scrub, the valet guy grabbed my ass.
Damn, that's pretty crazy. So let's go ahead and continue with her story, because you guys are going to figure out pretty quick that this is probably most likely a retcon.
And I should have just punched him. I was thinking about my child and not wanting to go to jail. So I lashed out and I called him a wetback. And I'm so wrong for that, but I felt so violated. I should have just shut my mouth, called the police, and that's it. So basically, I'm explaining to everybody, I am sorry for what I said. I've been around Mexicans, dated Mexicans my whole life. My parents are immigrants. I am the farthest thing from racist possible.
And as you can imagine, when she made that response, it did not go well for her, man. Nobody thought that she deserved to go on the express lane to heaven. Everybody was very suspicious of her story, obviously because of the retcon. And the internet just completely went... I mean, do I really have to draw a comparison? You know what, man? For old time sex, we'll do it. It went just as well as fighting fire with boxing gloves.
I made a mistake, like, with my mouth. I'm the farthest thing from racist. Like, is this what you guys wanted from me? You guys are affecting everybody in my life right now. Like, I am taking accountability, like, full. Like, please, enough. I'm going to apologize to the man that grabbed my ass. I don't even care.
All right, so now I want to go ahead and be a little more serious about this issue. Because obviously she is making a huge claim. That whole racial issue, listen, man, you're going to have to work that out with Jesus, okay? Because Jesus died for that reason. And so if you agree to his terms and conditions, you could potentially be forgiven for that. But this claim, however, that claim is a really big deal because that has the repercussions of terminating this person's career and potentially having major repercussions for his life. So the fact that you made this claim, now I want to see the evidence, because I have a huge problem with the fact that some of these women, actually very few women, I'm not going to say some, very few women will actually make these claims and could potentially have major repercussions for the men, and their life is a complete disaster. They can no longer communicate with their friends, their family, they're ostracized from society. So they have a lot to lose. As for women, you guys already know how this is going to play out. If a woman gets proven false on her claims, at most, she's going to serve at least 1 year in prison. Or in some worst case scenarios, they're just going to get a slap in the wrist. Now, going back to this woman here, instead of following the clues with a notepad or a magnifying glass, she attempts to go back and have the witness/coworker admit that he witnessed the assault take place.
What the guy did to me. At least let's be honest. I'm apologizing to you. Please. So you accept my apology and then what? But you know what the guy did. He's not even here today. But why? I know, but you know what the guy did to me. So please, at least be real.
I'm the farthest thing from racist possible. I told you, you're a good-looking guy with green eyes. Do you think I have any race? All my partners are Spanish, Vietnamese, everything.
So you can see that she's throwing everything against the wall to see what sticks. A, B, D, all of the above. And you can see that it's very ineffective.
Can you at least admit what the guy did to me, please? Can you admit what the guy did?
The license plate is 255.
Can you admit what the guy did, please? At least that. Just admit what the guy did, please. Just admit it, please. Please, they're gonna show the cameras. You guys are gonna look crazy.
Please, I would like to see those recordings. Please release them. I would like to see them. Also, shout out to that guy, man. That guy did not break character at all. That guy could be waterboarded and he'd still be thinking about where to park cars. Now, the content creator who created those videos goes by the name of Mr. Checkpoint. Now, Mr. Checkpoint, he did a light investigation into the matter and determined that there was potentially no assault that took place. So he was kind of curious to see, maybe he can get more answers. So what he did was he contacted the lady who was berating all of those, valet parking attendants. And he managed to bring her on the live stream. And I think that he ended up asking her a very important question that I think we all needed the answer to. And that was, did the assault take place?
I want to actually start with the first thing and then we can go backwards. But there was like an allegation made of assault, right?
Correct.
Can we just be clear right from the beginning? Did that happen?
Yes. No, so it did not happen.
So there you go. She didn't even need a Catholic father to confess. So essentially she said, no, it did not happen. Now, check out the reason why she did that.
I was in the car and my girlfriend called me and she's like, what do you mean that this is what happened? And I explained to her what happened and she's like, I don't know, just say something that bad happened that you had to do that. And I was like, and I did it quick and erased it. And I guess the internet picked it up.
That is exceptionally terrible. So the reason why she did all of this was because when she got back into her car, her homegirl ended up giving her a call and she was talking to her friend, essentially telling her and detailing the entire story. And her friend suggested that she create a diversion if she wants to mitigate a lot of the damage. And of course, this woman did create a diversion and she landed on, I got groped. Ultimately, I don't feel bad for this woman. I really don't, because at the end of the day, she was going to destroy an innocent person's life because she was so upset or because she was trying to protect herself. I don't respect that at all, and I want to empathize with her, but I can't because, again, I'm thinking about what if that valet parking attendant did accidentally say yes when she was pressing them for that false confession. I can only imagine that she most likely would have ran with that and said, yes, now I got the evidence. Now I can prove to everybody that he did grope me, when in reality, there was no SA that took place. I ended up reacting to this entire situation in real time because I did not know about this video until today. And then luckily they ended up dropping a live stream with that woman. So if you guys want to go ahead and check that out, I'm going to go ahead and link it down below. They end up grilling her hard. So if you guys want to go ahead and watch that, by all means, go for it, man. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. If you guys want to go ahead and check out Mr. Checkpoint's YouTube channel and his Instagram, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave it down in the description down below. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end it there. That's all I have for you guys, and I'll see you guys next video.